What are you staring at?
Whoever has access to this pool could be the most powerful person in the world.
We might not have known this before, but back in 2018, Joe Johnston had plans to shoot the Chronicles of Narnia: The Silver Chair in the winter before retiring from filmmaking. Fast forward to now, and it seems like the perfect time to revisit Narnia. Greta Gerwig, the talented director behind Barbie, is now involved in bringing a new Narnia movie to life, specifically Narnia 4: The Silver Chair. It looks like our journey to the magical land of Narnia might be just around the corner. Now let's dive into what happened with the Chronicles of Narnia: The Silver Chair. Despite being the 4th book published in the Narnia series, it's actually the 6th in chronological order. The story follows Eustace Scrubb and Jill Pole, who are introduced to Narnia by Aslan. They embark on a quest to rescue Prince Rilian, who is bound to the titular silver chair by the Lady of the Green Kirtle, a shape-shifting serpent. After many trials, they manage to free Rilian, who is then reunited with his father, King Caspian, and eventually takes the throne as the new King of Narnia. Eustace and Jill return to England, and their adventure concludes. So why didn't the silver chair happen? The main issue was the drop in box office revenue for each subsequent Narnia film. This financial decline led Walden Media, the studio behind the series, to reconsider their approach. They initially planned to adapt The Magician's Nephew, a prequel to the series, but these plans were abandoned when Walden Media lost the rights to the franchise in 2011. In 2013, The Silver Chair was picked up by the Mark Gordon Company. Things seemed promising when Joe Johnston, known for directing Captain America, came on board in 2017. However, the project faced delays and the original cast had grown too old for their roles, making it necessary to recast. This reboot of the Narnia series would have likely excluded original cast members like Liam Neeson as Aslan. Johnston's adaptation of The Silver Chair never materialized, and in 2018, Netflix took over the Chronicles of Narnia franchise with plans to develop both films and TV series. This new development likely spelled the end for the proposed Silver Chair film, as there was no subsequent effort to revive it after the complications during its planning stages. However, Greta Gerwig, the director behind Barbie, could potentially bring the Silver Chair to life in the Netflix reboot. Adapting the Chronicles of Narnia into films presents unique challenges, not so much because of the length of the books as in how to effectively translate their rich, imaginative worlds into a cinematic format. For instance, the new Harry Potter TV series offers a fresh perspective by exploring aspects of the books that were left out of the movies, providing additional content for fans. On the other hand, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe has already been thoroughly adapted, which might limit new material from the books for a film retelling. Given this, the adaptation of The Silver Chair under Netflix's guidance could potentially explore new dimensions of the story, expanding on elements that were previously overlooked or underdeveloped in past adaptations. With Gerwig at the helm, there's hope that the new adaptation could breathe fresh life into this beloved chapter of the Narnia series. However, Greta Gerwig's unique vision provides a compelling reason to revisit these classic stories. Just as various adaptations of Shakespeare have breathed new life and fresh interpretations into his works, Gerwig's take on The Silver Chair could infuse C.S. Lewis's world with new insights and creativity. Although Lewis's Narnia books are relatively short and aimed at younger readers, adapting them into film often requires expanding the narrative to create a more engaging and immersive cinematic experience. This approach of expanding smaller stories has been successfully executed in other series, such as HBO's House of the Dragon. However, transforming Narnia into a Hollywood epic presents its own set of challenges. The challenge lies in maintaining the original charm and simplicity of the Narnia books while enriching the story to suit the film medium. With Gerwig's talent and innovative vision, there's potential for an exciting new chapter in the Narnia series that could delight both longtime fans and new audiences alike. That said, adapting The Last Battle for film presents significant challenges that any cinematic version would need to address thoughtfully. The fantasy genre is known for its powerful and often bittersweet conclusions, as seen in films like The Lord of the Rings: Return of the King and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. However, the last battle takes a darker and more controversial turn, which complicates its adaptation. One of the most debated elements of the last battle is the revelation about the Pevensies' fate. The story suggests that they were dead all along after a train crash and were transported to Narnia as true believers. While this twist might be compelling to some, it has faced criticism for its handling of Susan and its overall tone. The portrayal of Susan in particular has sparked controversy, with some feeling that the narrative undermines her character development. Additionally, the depiction of the Calormenes in the last battle has been criticized for being inappropriate and potentially offensive. The portrayal of these characters has raised concerns about its sensitivity and representation, which would need to be navigated carefully in any film adaptation. Addressing these issues while staying true to the source material presents a complex challenge for filmmakers. Balancing the darker themes and controversial elements with a respectful and engaging adaptation would be crucial in bringing the last battle to the screen successfully. On the other hand, during an interview with actor William Moseley, who's currently promoting his new film Murder Company, a World War II thriller where he plays a heroic leader alongside Kelsey Grammer's imposing general, Moseley shared some insights into his past and present. For those who might recognize him, Moseley first captured hearts in the original Chronicles of Narnia films. Recently, he and his co-stars from the Narnia franchise reunited for a cozy dinner, and photos from the gathering were shared on social media. When asked about the possibility of returning to the Narnia franchise, Moseley expressed enthusiasm. "It would be a dream, I think, for all of us," he told MovieWeb. "I talk to them all the time. It's funny because even if we don't see each other for like a year or something, we still feel really close. I met Georgie Henley when he was 6, and I met Anna Popplewell when she was 13. She's now 36 this year. They're like family, you know." Moseley also mentioned his conversation with Skandar Keynes, who now works in politics. Despite Kane's current career, he expressed interest in returning to Narnia if the opportunity arose. Moseley added, "It's a bit like high school, you know. It was a great time, but I don't think I'll be going back to high school, and I won't be going back to Narnia anytime soon." While Moseley reminisces about his Narnia days, he's focused on his new project. Murder Company is based on a true World War II story, a departure from the fantasy genre. Moseley admitted he didn't initially know much about the specific events of World War II. "It can be quite confusing, like which one was Dunkirk, which one was D-Day, what happened here, what happened there," he said. "So I think it's important to contextualize it for people, for modern audiences." Despite the film's historical backdrop, Moseley emphasized its engaging nature. "It's a true story that hasn't been told before. These were real guys who went on a mission that was basically undisclosed until now. I wanted to give it my absolute best," he said. Moseley also shared a personal connection to the story, revealing that both his grandfathers fought in World War II, with one of them being a paratrooper like his character. And that wraps up today's video. What are your thoughts on the upcoming The Silverchair movie in the Netflix reboot? Do you think Greta Gerwig will bring a fresh perspective on Narnia? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one. Feel free to share your ideas for future videos. We always love hearing from you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content.